Episode 11 begins now. SXB, baby.
What's up, YouTube? Baby Jackalope here, Rob Ricks. I'm back. I know it's been a minute since I put out some videos. I had to kind of step away. Energy level was shit on previous videos, and I wanted to make sure I brought it. I'm going to try my best today. Today has been a sad day. We lost another pet, Boo Boo. Boo Boo Fluffykins is the rabbit's name. And he passed away. Old age, died. So, yeah, that's a little bit of a downer, but I only have a limited amount of time to do these videos. So, here we go. I am going to be doing the review of the SXB Skull Crusher's Extreme Blade. And it's appropriately named. This is a bad motherfucker. So this is before I do the pig head, metal door, wood, and everything else. So the blade right now is in pristine condition. Perfect. Hasn't been used for jack shit. So what we're going to do right off the bat is we're going to sit there and do some cut tests on paper. So this is thick. It's not quite flyer material. So we'll see what it does. Oh man, this thing is scary sharp. Scary, scary, scary sharp. Right out the right out the gate. Look at that. Just cutting thin little slivers. Monster blade here. This thing is huge. Okay, let's try it on something a little bit more substantial. Oh, don't know if you could see these cuts or not, but no problem. A little bit of effort, but no big deal. Okay, let's see, what else do I have? I thought I had something else. Oh, cardboard. Got some cardboard. I'll just go ahead and hold it. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Yeah. So, that's how it is right out the gate. We will test it again after all the abuse to see how the edge retention works. I'll be back. I'm going to take these blades and attempt to clear out all this good stuff right here. A lot of this stuff has overgrown, and I'm going to go ahead and start trying to tackle this stuff. getting some pretty good hits in. Good deal. I'm not even really swinging now. I'm letting the blade just swing down the side. You can see the wound channels here. Really substantial. Don't die, I killed 2 of you motherfuckers already. You want to get third?
Oh, right on the top. Great job.
Well, the SXB also serves double duty as a fucking wasp killer. I got 3 so far, you bastard. Cold and monstrous. Brutal. In addition to stabbing, chopping, and everything else, it fucks up wasps too. Now we're going to do the coconut test. See if this guy can handle coconut. Handled alright.
Oh.
Flattered the shit out of me. Yeah, it worked. Back in, so fucking time. Yeah, skull crushing side, no problem. Wood. No problem. Holy shit! Did you motherfucker see that shit or what? Did you fucking see it? Did you see it? So, the SXB is a fucking monstrous beast. It is ridiculous. Craziness. Just craziness. It kills wasps. It chops wood. Destroys coconuts. Decimates metal doors. eviscerates. Well, I guess that wouldn't be right. Demolishes frozen pig heads. Some of those chops, you guys understand. Let me just break it down for you. Those frozen pig heads are ridiculously hard on blades. Ridiculous. Redonkulous. Fucking retardedly tough on blades. And all, you know, the SXB went relatively unscathed. It had a few little minute chinks on there, and was able to, you know, the Kumatakri had the same types of little minute chinks. I mean, really teeny tiny, you know, and I was able to rework those out anyway. So let's go ahead and try some. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Let's try some of this here. Alright, here we go. And a little harder. It's still cutting. Still cutting. That tore. That's cutting. That's cutting. So yeah, that's to be expected after all the abuse it went through. The blade itself, tip maintained, no problem after all of that stabbing. The edge, like I said, really small chinks. Nothing really to be too concerned about. There's some material transfer. You see some of the coating has started to come off. That I see very often while testing these blades. You know, pig head just fucked up. I mean, I was swatting wasps. You know, killed 3 of them. They were just hungry. These bastards just kept coming after the fucking meat. I went back out after the fact. This is actually take 3 on the outro. The first take was fucked up. Somehow it got corrupted. Second take, the energy level was just like this. And Bueller. It was just fucking boring. I fucking was about to cry myself to sleep because it was so fucking boring. So I had to come back and reshoot the outro because, you know, I gotta make sure I keep the energy level. Otherwise, you motherfuckers are gonna get bored and go, but like, fuck you, Rob. This is fucking retarded. And you guys will just watch the chop and that'll be it. What's that?
Hey, isn't that the fucking blade that everybody says looks like
I
a fucking
was going
giant
to get
Tom
to
Brown
that.
tracker?
Yes, the motherfucker's always making comparisons saying this is a super Tom Brown tracker. Now, I hear that all the time. That looks like this is a stretch super Tom Brown tracker. It's not, guys. It's not. I had a Tom Brown tracker, and I used to use it a lot. In fact, I got a couple of pictures from 2004. 11 years ago, I was using the Tom Brown tracker, and I was doing these little tikis and stuff like that. And this is a completely different fucking animal. So real quick, take a look at the picture. EJ put this shit up so people can see the differences. You know, if you were going off of memory and you looked at this, you might say, yeah, it kind of reminds me of Tom Brown. And yeah, it can. And that is because of this area right here. This area right here. And then you also see these sawbacks. And the sawback is kind of Tops's, you know, signature version, right? So the Tom Brown tracker, the sawback right here is up on the top. This is then the back here. Tracker does not have any of these. The handle is completely different. You know, not to mention all of this forward here is, and it doesn't have, you know, any of this stuff right here. It's different animal, guys. It's completely different. This thing, chopping wise, is just ridiculous. It destroys shit in front of it. And you know, I think the best thing, my advice to you is strap on and hold on, because this bitch will throw you, right? So if you're holding it solid and you're sitting there and you're chop, 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 and you just let the, you know, the blade do the fucking work, you know, it's fucking crazy. It's just a beast. You know, I went back and chopped the rest of the wood, and it just ate through this shit, and it was just ridiculous. Ridiculous. I went back and cleared the rest of the foliage that was in the backyard, and these are typical stock sizes. I mean, you can see it's really thick. It's like the size of probably 3 of my fingers, you know, if you did you did like 3 fingers like that, you know. And look at his cuts. Fucking clean. It was ridiculous. So let's just go ahead and get to some of the scoring and go from there, shall we? All right, let's start this off with Steve. Steve, go for it. What's your thoughts and your score?
Yeah, it's bigger than my dick and it's way too fucking heavy, but it is a badass blade.
Yep.
I give it a 9.
Thank you. Randy.
That blade is uber fucking badass. I give it a fucking 10 plus.
Okay. Damien.
In the right hands, it is a deadly instrument of destruction. I give it a 10.
All right. I'm going to give this a 9.5. And the main reason I'm going to give this a 9.5 and not go higher is the sheath. I know, guys, you're sick of hearing me and my fucking sheaths. Some people like these, and for those people, you would probably have given this blade 9.75 or something. But I'm going to knock it 0.25 just because I really don't like these ballistic nylon sheaths. And I've talked with Tops and said, you know, it would be really cool and would be a great service if you offered maybe 3 options. One option is just a naked blade, right? One other option would be blade plus nylon ballistic sheath. And option number 3 is blade plus a Kydex sheath. I would rather opt for a standard no frills Kydex sheath with you know, their standard little metal clip as opposed to this. I don't like these, and I end up spending close to $100 getting custom Kydex for the blades that I really love. I really do love this, so this will be getting special treatment, the same as the Kumatakuri in regards to a custom sheath. All right, now, pros and cons. Well, I'm going to tell you straight up, this blade is a really good, really good candidate for a one-tool survival option. And, you know, Anti-Trans Tahoma Field Knife is a model that is, you know, one tool to bring with you when you're trying to keep your weight down. This guy is not something you're trying to bring when you're keeping your weight down. But this is a guy I would go to and actually sacrifice some other niceties to have with me, because I know for a fact it would be very difficult for me to break this. Now, this is not a fighting blade, at least for the Angry Jackalope. I'm a big guy, but this right here, you know, it's difficult for me to get the control and the hits that I would need because it's so massive. It's heavy. It is a monster blade. You'd have to be a monster of a man to wield this effectively as a fighter. And I know there's guys out there like that. EJ is one of them, you know. I think in his hands he could probably do some serious damage with this. Now, I would use this, you know, preparing wood, shelters, fucking lashing this to a pole as a fucking spear for hunting. Yeah, no problem. I could see that all day, every day. And I could see using this in a one-tool option. Right now, this is it. Out of all the blades that I've ever tested, this is the guy that I would go to if they said, Rob, you're going to bring one knife with you and you don't know what you're up against. That would be... What the fuck? Did I get some... I got some wood or something in my fucking nose and it's killing me. But if they said, Rob, this is you could take one fucking item with you and you have no idea what you're facing, I gotta go with this motherfucker right here, just because my M4X Punisher, which is my go-to blade for most of my urban engagements that I could imagine, because I've destroyed so many structures and a lot of different things with it, and it's always handled anything I threw at it. I think SXB is going to knock it down to secondary position. Now, if they said, Rob, you're going to be fighting and you're going to be, you know, in an urban environment and fighting, then it might be the Kumatakuri 3.5 because it's so lightweight, it's so fast, and it's so efficient at chopping and doing things. I think that would be my go-to in that situation. But if I did not know anything about the engagement and they're like, you can pick one, here you go. Angry Jackalope approved. What do you think about this shit, Ace? What's your take, rookie?
Yeah, I think that's a fucking badass blade. I mean, it's a fucking giant, beastly, fucking monster blade. What else can you say?
All right. So, you know, you've got the Skull Crusher on the ass end. It's solid. It does damage. It's got a little bit of a tapered edge on there, so you probably could slide this in between certain things to get a little wiggle, and then you could probably use the blade itself to pry the rest of it apart. You've got the saw back here. You could use that for notching wood, setting snares, things of that nature. This saw back, I know from experience, is not going to be cutting things in half. Okay, so this saw back here, you know, you might be wondering, okay, so what's the deal with that? Well, you know, it makes these types of notches right there. And those notches, from what I remember from my Tom Brown tracker, are useful for setting up certain types of snares and traps and things of that nature. I am not a bushcraft survivalist specialist. So, that being said, that really doesn't do me a whole lot of fucking good. You know what I mean? This will do damage against skin, but again, it's not a fighter. This is really a really strong, super duper, one tool survival blade. So that's it. That, my friends, is the SXB. EJ. EJ. Yes. Talking to you, my friend. Check it out, brother. Good fucking job. This shit right here is amazing. I was a fan of it when I saw pictures of it. I told you I was going to test it. I put this motherfucker through all the tests that I could think of. I will be, as time goes on, putting it through other tests. I'm going to get some cinder blocks, try the ass end against it, and go from there. So, I don't really have any complaints with this, guys, other than the fact that I like fighting blades, but this guy right here is just a chopping, stabbing monster. It is a fucking beast. SXB, Skull Crusher's Extreme Blade, or Sexy Extreme Beast. I think it's a beast. I think it's personally beast. Anyway, highly recommend it. Angry Jackalope approved. This shit will last you a fucking lifetime. Made in America. America, baby! And, goddamn, Tops, you motherfuckers make some serious hard-use motherfucking blades. Very, very nice. If you guys like it, please click the like. Please share this video far and wide. Tell all your friends about the Angry Jackalope. It warms my heart. It makes me happy. God damn, I love this fucking blade. As always, please be good to each other. And until next time.